How can one live in this world without being corrupted amongst people who are already corrupt? How to live such a life in which there is no corruption?
Your teachings, sir, are very good directives so far as individual lives are concerned. But we are today in an atmosphere where politics is dominating the whole life, not merely our economic life, social life, political life, even philosophical life.
The questioner asks, politics dominate. All our lives are controlled, shaped by politics. And is it possible for the individual to be free from this pressure of politics? What is government? And who are the politicians who are taken the responsibility of governing the people? In a democratic society, in a free election society, you elect the government, the politicians, right? You are responsible for the government. And if you don't want that government, pull it down, right? By your vote, change the government if you don't like it. But the vast majority of people, ignorant, they don't know what's going on, they are hoodwinked, they are cheated. The vast majority of people are ignorant, deceived, promised, and all the nonsense of electioneering goes on. What is one to do? What will you do? The vast majority of people elect somebody who is corrupt, power-minded, concerned with his own self, with his own little family. What are you to do? What will you do? It has been a human problem all along. From ancient of times, the few want to change, live decently, not be corrupt. If few, but the vast majority is living a life of corruption. That's the way of living. Smuggling and all the thing that's going on. And what is the few to do? Government is elected by the vast majority. What am I to do or you to do, surrounded by a vast majority of people who are so ignorant, so deplorably, inwardly nothing, right?
When I say vast majority, I don't mean the illiterate people alone. I mean the highly educated, learned, moneyed, elite of the society also.
Yes, sir. The moneyed people, the educated people, the people who are very poor, the people who are, and so on. How will they change? Man desires power, both so-called siddhis as well as physical powers. Right, sir? That question has not been solved. So, how will you bring about a change in the cessation of power and educate or help the vast majority who don't care As long as they have little land, little food, they're absolutely satisfied. What will you do?
Educate is the only way. There is no other way.
Educate is the only way. Then why isn't there proper education in this country? Now education is being gradually controlled by the government, both in totalitarian states as well as here. Now how will you change a government who will bring about right kind of education? You move from government to education to individual. So it comes down to this, that we don't take the responsibility of each one of us to see that thing doesn't happen. Will you educate your servants if you have them? Educate their children? Huh? Obviously you won't. Because you're only concerned with yourself, with your little family. So will you do it? Absolute silence. Therefore, you're going to have the government that you want, you deserve. Let's face things as they are. So will you, as elect people who have the capacity to vote, be responsible for the care of human beings? You understand, sir? Will you do it? That means, sir, care implies love. Have you that care, that attention that love brings? Go on, sir, answer it. Which means you'll educate your servants' children. You must begin very near to go very far. But you attack at the top and not begin near. Will you have the energy, the capacity, the drive, the love to bring about a different world? But nobody wants to do this. We want the top to bring about a change, and then we comfortably fit into it. And the top, the highly political, power-minded people are not going to change. Right? It's very easy to say, somebody must change, I must change. Will you radically, deeply change? Will you? When?